This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse 32. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh, Slakia. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect. All right, this is the brother Yeshaya. And this video is going to be basically titled, The Lord Wants to Bless Us, but Sometimes We're in Our Own Way. Okay, there's a saying that Jake has, basically you can block your blessing, okay, which, is somewhat true, okay, because the Lord, like he said, he wants to give us the kingdom. He wants to bless us with all these things, but we've, like, repeating, like going back in the various captivities, okay? We put ourselves there because of what? Disobedience and serving idols, okay? That we moved the Most High to wrath, like Baruch, the 4th chapter in the 6th verse states, all right? So we stood in our own way, from inheriting the kingdom. But through Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, okay, I'm putting himself on that cross, all right, and shedding his precious blood, all right, for the elect. We got adopted back to Yahweh, and we will see the kingdom. Okay, Lord willing, soon come. All right, so Luke 12, and I'm gonna start at 31. But rather seek ye the kingdom of the Most High, and all these things should be added unto you. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. So it is his good pleasure, okay, to give us the kingdom. Now, I'm going to go to, where it all started. All right, Deuteronomy 28. Because the Lord said that what? If we would follow his commandments, these blessings will overtake us. So I'm going to start at the top of Deuteronomy 28, and I'm going to skip on down. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments which I have commanded thee this day, that the Lord Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power. So if we would have hearkened, okay, to what Yahweh Shah was saying to us, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah was saying to us, hey, the curses would have overtook us. But the Lord had to have this happen. Okay, he set this up so that we can be the future judges on the earth. We had to experience the bad to not only appreciate the good, to be able to judge, okay, what's good and what's not. Because if you only know one side of the scale, then you're not going to be a fair judge, right? The Lord has fair judges, which the scriptures say that we should be able to judge angels, okay? So look, and it goes, through certain of the blessings, blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field, boom, boom. And then we go down to 15, where he says what would happen if we didn't hearken. All right, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And that's where we're at right now. We're at the end, okay, of these curses, but right now we're still in it. All right, and we stood in our own way, okay, of getting it this go around. But like the scripture said, the creature was made subject to vanity. Okay, so 2 Samuel 12 and verse 8, and I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah. And if that had been too little, I moreover have given unto thee such and such things. So this is when, King David, okay, was getting told of his wrongdoings through the prophet Nathan. And, basically Nathan was cutting him up. All right. And basically through the spirit of the Lord was telling David that, hey, all you had to do was ask, okay, ask of me, and I would have gave it to you, just as he told Solomon. Okay, he told King Solomon, instead of, going off with these women. All right, well, let me see it. Let me bring it up. All right. It's the spirit. I didn't have it on the list, but we can go through it. Let's see. Bear with me. All right. Actually, let's just read First Kings 3:10. All right, the KJV. And the speech pleased the Lord that Solomon had asked this thing. All right, let's go. Yeah, basically Solomon. Okay, Salaki, but basically Solomon, he asked for uh, wisdom, knowledge to judge the people. Okay, and this is verse 11 in First Kings, and First Kings 3. And Yahweh said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither hast asked riches for thyself, nor asked the life of thine enemies, but has asked for thy understanding to discern judgment. Let's see what the Lord gave him. Okay. Basically, behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee. Neither shall shall any arise like unto thee. Okay. Yeah. More, and I also have given thee that which thou hast not asked, all right, both riches and honor, so that there shall be any among the kings like unto thee all these days. So there you go. Okay, the Lord, blessed his son. All right, King David said, "My cup runneth over." Okay, so hey, man, that's how it's gonna be in the kingdom of heaven. We're not there yet, but it's gonna be blessings on blessings, man. It's gonna be overwhelming blessings, man. So yeah, back in 2 Samuel chapter 12 and verse 8 again, and I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and Judah. And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things. Okay, so all we have to do is ask the Lord. Okay, pray to the Lord, because what? He upbraideth not. All right. James 1:5. But if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. So there you go. Okay, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think he shall receive anything of the Lord. So you have to have faith. Okay, you have to believe, like the scriptures say, when you pray, that you have already received these things. All right. So the Lord's looking for faith. All right. But yeah, if you ask for him in faith and sincerity, he will bless you with it, man. And he says he upbraideth not. He doesn't hold back. So he will bless you. Okay. Like, totally. Okay. And he wants to do that. All right. He wants us to ask for the right things to be blessed with, so he can just give them to us, man. All right. 11:44. Call lawyer. How about Shem Yahushua? All right. That's why I named this lesson. And sometimes we can stand in our own way of blocking our blessings, man. All right. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 9. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have care for his elect. So this is a profound scripture right here, man. Okay, because the Lord, the Almighty, okay, the one and only true living power, okay, loves us, man. Okay, above all nations of the earth. That's a big deal. Okay, you know what comes with that? Everything in the universe, man. Okay, including these nations. All right, for what? Slaves, bondmen, and bondwomen. Okay, that is our heritage, man. All right. So, and we're almost there. All right, we just have to keep pushing. Okay, endure the hour of temptation. All right, go through the straight gate. All right, and just pray that the Lord is going to protect us and watch over us, man. Okay. So there you go. All right. I got two more. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 115 and verse 12. The Lord hath been mindful of us. He will bless us, and he will bless the house of Israel. He will bless the house of Aaron. He will bless them that fear the Lord, both small and great. The Lord shall increase you more and more, you and your children. You are blessed of the Lord Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. So, wow. We are blessed of the Lord, man. Yahweh. By Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. That's like, those words is just man, sometimes we don't get the gravity, okay, of like the situation that us brothers are in, man. Okay, Lord willing, being a part of the elect, man. That, oh man, that's an amazing place to be in. Like the elder Monoctazak said a while ago, the cat, what is the cat seat? The cat, uh, basically, being in a favorable position. All right, it leaves me, but it's cat something, okay. The cat, something, some of the older brothers, if they see this video, probably know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's go ahead and end it with this: the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, and verse 18. Verse 18, and it reads, "And therefore will the Lord Yahweh wait, that he may be gracious unto you, and therefore will he be exalted, that he may have mercy upon you. For the Lord Yahweh is a power of judgment. Blessed are all that they that wait for him." Okay, so blessed are all they that wait for him. And hey, Lord willing, we're waiting. Okay, our labor is not, in vain. Okay, and hey, we're gonna get the kingdom. And what does the scripture say? All right, neither ear have heard or eye have seen what the Lord have prepared for them that wait on him, all right, that love him. Okay, so hey, just keep your head up, brothers. Let's keep fighting. Let's go hard these last couple, seconds of the doomsday clock or whatnot, or just these last, because hey, some things are gonna be popping off. Okay, winter is coming. Okay, like they say, winter is coming, right? So I'm gonna end it with that. Lord willing, was edifying, giving our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, blessings, safety to the Lord's elect out there. Shalom.